And welcome to Geek Lounge 101, and I'm your host as always. And today we're going to talk about Brian Michael Bendis jumping ship, which is probably the biggest news story in God knows how long. And here we have Nick Lynch. You
And
can introduce
another
yourself.
thing that happened this week.
But wait, Nick, you can introduce yourself.
I am Nick Lenz from the channel Nick Lenz. I review movies, TV shows, anime, and comics.
And I'm here.
Hey, Edgar. We're just doing basically a general Brian Michael Bendis jumping ship conversation, podcast.
Well, gee, I heard some news on that shit. I heard it's creative differences, and
It's a whole bunch of things. Some people.
Also, I heard that Marvel told Bendis that pretty much. What's those words? Fuck, I forgot those names. Basically, characters like Miles, characters like Ironheart don't sell that well.
Actually, somebody said what was going to happen to his characters that now he's gone. He's leaving to sign an exclusive multi-year contract. What's going to happen to Riri and Miles?
Well, I think that what's going to happen is, like all characters, I think Miles is going to have an average writer. I think Iron Man's probably going to go to Tom Taylor, most likely. It looks that way because I can give you a tweet where he favored towards it, and I'm like, you're implying you're getting Iron Man? That's just how I think it. I'll show you.
And there's something else I want to tell you guys that apparently I've been looking at Twitter. Apparently, Dan Slott, people think Dan Slott is also trying to hit and he's trying to jump ship.
I was just about getting to there.
Yeah.
My theory was correct. Yeah, the reason why he's still in Spider-Man is because the fact that Bendis. That's the whole thing. And it's like, yeah, just prove my theory right. And it's just like, now he's out. Where can we go? And many people say Marvel's done that without Bendis, and I'm like, no, they survived without Bendis. They're going to continue going forward. It's going to be hard. It's going to be rough, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good ride to see how it goes. And, I'm just tired of these comic book YouTuber channels.
The biggest thing to leave Marvel, I think the last really big one was probably Jonathan Hickman.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yes. Because all they got left is Jason Aaron, Al Ewing, Charles Soule, and I don't know anybody else that's a really big name that can still help out.
Well, not Jeff Lemire because he's not in any book now because they released his final issue for Thanos.
I already know he's leaving because he's going to DC. I don't know anybody else that's been a mainstay mostly at Marvel now.
Here's another thing. There was another writer of Iron Man that went to DC.
Wait, Mark Waid is another longtime mainstay who's still there.
Okay. I'll just say this. I mean, like, with the whole direction on where Marvel's going, I am hoping they're doing a good job. Right now, it seems like they got their hands full on this, and it looks like it's going to be uneven. You get what I mean?
Yes, it is going to be uneven.
And it's just like, it's going to be very, let's just say, different without Bendis, because Bendis is usually the guy who does events. If it's not such and such writer, he's the one guy that does a lot of majority of the events. And now it's like, are you going to have any events now?
Oh, no. This is the thing. They gave him the keys to the castle, and you could tell that Bendis basically gave up trying a long time ago because he just doesn't care about other people's stories.
No, he does. And that's
somebody for bringing Brian Michael Bendis is Joe Quesada.
It's not just that. It's just like they had a very rough argument. They had where they told him your books or your characters are not going to sell as well, and money restrictions and all that crap. I can actually give you a video on this shit. It really kind of shows like it's all about creative differences and decision making, and pretty much that's just how it is. I mean, like, that sometimes happens in Marvel. That sometimes writers come and go, and that is unfortunate. I wish Bendis would stay because I'm a little afraid that who gets Miles wrote a bad story, because Bendis is, when he does with Miles, that's his baby. That's his fucking thing that he created during the Ultimate series. And it's just like, personally, I'm very worried about it. I'm very like, I don't know. I mean, people say, oh, I don't like the direction of Miles. Well, yeah, I don't like it either at times. But, I'm at least glad that I was at least happy that Bendis is doing what he usually does on that character, because it's his character. And I just don't want to get ruined like all characters have. And it just makes me worried that he's going to have a bad story. And that just worries me.
But
so, yeah.
But the thing I see it is, two other people on YouTube actually talked about it, was that he just simply wants to be like Jeff Johns, where he can get his name out on TVs and movies, because he did start off as a screenwriter as well.
That's true. That's also one of the things that
the only show I can think of that had his name on it was Jessica Jones, when he was listed as a as a consulting producer.
Yeah, but he has no actual say in it, like the movies as well.
Yeah, I mean, like,
he created Jessica Jones.
Yeah, but that's different. Movies and TVs are different.
Yeah, the TV shows are different than movies. Movies, you're never going to get that. I mean, like, I don't know what you heard on that. I kind of feel like that's a bit part of it. Part of the whole.
No, the only reason I know that, because if you notice the credits at the beginning of every episode of Jessica Jones, Brian Michael Bendis is listed as a consulting producer.
So is Dan Slott for Spider-Man, but you don't see Dan Slott actually have any real say in the cartoons either.
Well, his name is not any of the credits I've seen.
He's doing the new cartoon show, so yeah. But besides all that shit, I mean, like, we get enough with Dan fucking Slott. That guy's a fucking idiot dildo. He's got a head that's up his ass. It's just like, for me, I don't know where Bendis is gonna go. I don't really care too much. I'm thinking he's going to touch Superman, because he's already thinking about it. He's already tweeting about it last time I checked.
Oh, no. Tomasi and him, I hope they stay. People say, let him do Teen Titans, because he's good at writing super
That is true. That is a good thing. I wouldn't mind him doing Teen Titans.
I've heard a rumor that there's a big suggestion out there that DC might be handing him Justice League, but the book had just been handed over to Christopher Priest, which is starting after the next issue.
Yeah, so I don't see that happening either, because then you'll be just screwing another guy who's been a mainstay at DC as well.
I mean, you can't hand him over the Justice League America book, because Steve Orlando's doing a pretty good job with that book. So I don't think DC would take away Justice League America from Steve Orlando.
Oh, they're not taking Batman from Tom King. Nobody will allow that to happen.
Oh no,
because that book sells. I think it's probably one of DC's top-selling books.
Yeah, because it's Batman.
It's always going to be selling. Him and Scott Snyder, they're not going to let Brian Michael Bendis take their spots when it comes to Batman.
I mean, like, the reason why I also feel like it's going to be very scratchy. Like, who's he going to do? That's the first thing he's going to do. Like, who is he going to take for DC? Like, I mean, like, is he going to do fucking Batman? Is he going to do something? He's going to do somebody, and honestly, it's going to be an interesting route. However, I don't know if it's going to be new or different, or it's going to be nostalgic audience. That's the thing with me and DC.
I mean, there's a couple series I'd like to see him do. Like, maybe he can do a Metropolis version of Gotham City Central.
That is true.
You know, like, for focus on
Metropolis. Do Gotham Central. Gotham Central. The next
series, I think, ended back in, I think it was 2007. That's when that series ended.
Yeah.
Please, so I have to go look.
Ended because I believe it was one of the writers left. So they decided to just end it right there because the original team sort of basically one of them left. So they decided to just end it after only 40 issues. It was a great comic book. Heck, I won an award.
Go back.
Basically, the two-parter that outed Renee Montoya as a lesbian.
Thing Here's the 4 titles I hope he never touches because I'm very concerned is Batman, Superman, and Lantern.
What if he does Green Arrow?
That'd be okay because he, like I said, he mostly does. Brian Michael Bendis does street heroes. Like you could tell, he's great at writing street level heroes, and that's what he should do. And you could tell one of his weak points is cosmic level. The man just does not know how to write a great cosmic story all that well. And Green Lantern is very cosmic.
The only time I can think of a cosmic event that he I can't think of any major cosmic event that he did do. Well, Secret Invasion is the closest thing I can think of.
And Age of Ultron, sort of, because it kind of touched on the time stream and all that, but he doesn't know how to do that.
Well, and they could just dust off some of the old titles like
Age of Ultron. That book got got locked up in a vault in almost like a decade, what I heard. So therefore, yeah, it's the reason why that's just it was literally like, what the fuck we're doing here. And it's just because it's a 10-year-old story.
3 years.
I mean, like, they locked it up. I mean, like, they didn't...
No, it was a terrible event in the long run.
I mean, what that series
I wouldn't say it was
Angela, and it shattered the space continuum. That is it. That's all that series did.
You also forget that Brian never wrapped up that plot line about the time stream, and it's always been fractured, and Al Ewing had to do it.
You got a chance to finish because they just edited his Ultimates book.
Yeah, and Bendis, another problem is Bendis never wraps up loose plot threads. Like Spider-Man 2, we don't need a Spider-Man 2. But apparently, Peter and Miles still know that the Ultimate Universe existed, even though that Molecule Man blended Miles into the 616.
Yeah.
Well, that was the storyline that was gonna be done or gonna be answered in one way or another. That's just how comic books are. Like I'm sure they were already wrote that story, but Marvel said don't release it until we say so.
I wish they never did release it.
Really, I kind of feel like it was interesting. It made Miles something like we got a Rose Gallery from Miles. I mean, it's an evil version of him, but you can go many dynamics of him. What say he tries to go to his family or go do whatever. I mean, like, this is something that you could do a lot of great things on that evil Miles, but we'll see. Again, I don't know if we'll do it. Like, if they'll do it. It's up, and that's another thing. That's up to Marvel now. Marvel's up, like, where can we go with Miles? That's going to be real fun.
And Bendis just gave Miles his own Sinister Six.
Yeah,
but the problem is that the Miles from Spider-Man 2 is only in name only. He doesn't look or act like nothing from the parallel versions of other characters from the different universes.
Except that this Miles is older. Looks like he's about 20 years old and he's got a scar on his face.
He looks nothing like Miles in general. So, all we know, this is just a guy who also just shares the same name as Miles.
Could be, yeah, it could be. But yet again, it is what it is. I mean,
and the thing about that is, I hope the editors, because I know DC actually have editors with backbones, just meant the key to the castle and just let him do whatever he wants. You have to say no to Bendis sometimes, and you really have to tell him, no, you can't do this. Stay within continuity, fighters, and see what you can do, and make sure everybody has a close-knit continuity. Doing it right now, they're building up to Doomsday Clock. They're building up to all these things, and Bendis actually just kind of just screws people over at the end. But I mostly blame Marvel for that.
I mean, like,
how come it's just how is the editors at Marvel can't tell Bendis no?
Basically built Marvel since the beginning. He did Avengers. Ultimate Universe exists because of him. At this point, they basically he's like Stan Lee and Dan Slott. They just basically does whatever they feel like.
Yeah, but here's the thing that Stan Lee has done in the past that Bendis has never done. He's never a lot of the time hog all the credit for all the success Marvel has had throughout his time when he was working on the comic books. Bendis didn't do that at all. He may have screwed up people continuity-wise, but he doesn't hog the spotlight.
Oh, yeah, he knows how to play ball, but the problem is that he got so relaxed that you could tell he gave up at one point. I don't know, it's because he wanted to be editor-in-chief, and I guess Alonso wasn't going to step down, or they basically screwed him over. So he just basically started phoning it in, and I think that's what he's trying to do. Because DC is also going to open up the dark multiverse. That we're going to actually start having their own line of stories that revolve in the dark multiverse. And some people have theorized that maybe Brian will end up being the editor for that book, for that. Just that.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm just kind of like, that would be interesting, but I'm just like wondering who's going to take Miles? Who's going to take Iron Man? Like, that's the thing.
They're going to phase Riri out. I can tell you right now. They're going to phase her out.
Miles no, I don't think they're going to phase her out. They're going to literally do the War Machine factor, where she's going to be like a secondary character, like Rhodey was.
Yeah, that's what I see. And I hope Miles get a decent, good writer and somebody who just didn't try to use him for politics-wise. But as far as
there's DC people in mind, I can see writing Miles who will be good to write this character. One is Jerry Conway, if Marvel can give him a book. Well, who's another good one? How about Mark Waid, who's writing him over on Champions? That would be
Mark Waid seems bored. He seems bored with his life as a comic book writer.
How does it seem bored, especially since he's writing 3 really good titles?
Well, it's Avengers is not even all that stellar or interesting, and what happened to the Vision? Why is
probably it's really good. I read his first issue he did for Captain America. His third
one more thing about this whole
it's a really good first issue.
One more thing about the whole Ironheart thing. The also I do think is also probably gonna happen where it's gonna be like if Tony can't be saving the day, Ironheart will probably show up. That's probably most likely it's going to go back and forth type thing. If they don't do none of that crap and literally just say, Ironheart, you need to literally go to the back burner, you need to go get training and X, Y, and Z crap, and go forward from there. It's opportunity. That's all I'm going to say.
I hope they stop praising her and they actually start giving her faults, and people just say, "Oh, you did this, did that." Also, Jessica Jones, Maria Hill, Quake. What are they going to do with those characters as well?
Give them another writer and their books.
Well, Quake, I have no idea what to do with her. But for some strange reason, somebody at Marvel thought it'd be a good idea to draw like Chloe Bennett.
Because Jessica Jones still has the Defenders going on.
Basically, if you look at her early appearances, she looks like Angelina Jolie. That was basically.
But I'm just saying, like, what are they going to do with people like Jessica Jones and Maria Hill and them? I mean, are they still going to be?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Quake. I'm trying to think. The last time I saw her was in the Ages of S.H.I.E.L.D. comic that ended last year.
Okay, but they may or may not do something important with his characters, because some people think and join DC phase anything he's ever done out.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to
well,
Defenders. I don't think they're going to end that comic book, especially since selling pretty well. Let's see, it has a good lineup, but obviously it depends on Marvel whether they choose to replace Bendis as the writer.
Okay.
And plus, it basically promoted the Defenders TV show.
It does that too, but these are all things we have to wait and see. Because also another title I saw some people say is, what if he writes title?
Which title?
Captain Marvel. You think he can do a Captain Marvel?
DC's Captain Marvel?
You mean Shazam? Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, it's Captain Marvel. His name is not
As
Shazam.
far as
And
I know, I don't think he's ever
I'm sorry. He's named Shazam, not Captain Marvel. When Captain Marvel's on Marvel side, Shazam's on DC side. Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't acknowledge that just because the simple fact he really has been Captain Marvel since pretty much the Golden Age / Silver Age, and
Yeah,
I was
true. That's true, but I'm just saying, like, that was then. But you have one of the biggest problems is the biggest confusing part on both comic book fans is they have Marvel and DC have the same name, so clearly came confusion in a lot of things like, why is he Captain Marvel? Why is he Captain Marvel? It didn't make any sense.
yeah, but saying the word Shazam is his is basically his password, and he cannot say that in just open conversation. And we all know that, but I would like to see Brian. I would be interested in seeing him do something with Captain Marvel because a lot of people actually miss the guy.
He hasn't made an appearance in a year. It's been like a full year since his last physical appearance in the comic book.
Yeah, some people said, I also believe in this, that they're basically building up. They're slowly bringing in new titles while getting rid of some of the old ones, like Superwoman. I don't know what they're going to replace her with, but hopefully that Bendis can take something that could good to replace her spot. I would like to say either Teen Titans. He could do Outsiders. That might be a good book because the Outsiders has not done anything outside of Grant Morrison, and has Scott Snyder touched on them? Because I know they showed up in Dark and Metal, but that's about it.
We talk about the Outsiders, the team.
Yeah, the Outsiders.
The last known writer to write the Outsiders was Dan Dio.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he could do a title on the Outsiders because he does. Because Outsiders basically like on DC's equivalent of the street level Defenders or Marvel Knights.
Yeah, there have been several different writers who have written them. You have Mike W. Burr, the guy who created them, who wrote the first 2 volumes of the Outsiders and the original Batman the Outsiders comic book. There is Joe Wittick, Peter D. Tomasi, Chuck Dixon. That's it. That's all who's written the Outsiders.
Stupid Google Hands didn't notify me they did the live show.
No, I have to do it through Facebook.
Every single one of these guys that basically wrote a Batman book at some point in their career.
Oh, hey, David. So, what's your thought? What's your theories of why Bendis jumped ship?
Hang on. Oh, why my jump ship? My best guess why Bendis jumped because 1, Marvel continuity is all over the place. 2, his books are not selling so well for why it's been hybrid. And 3, most of all, somebody if you had to send to the movies, I don't get that logic. Oh?
Say it again.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Edgar went some.
Say it again. Oh, I mean,
some of you had that.
Just kind of stuff.
Some of you had sent to the movies. I doubt it.
I believe that full-heartedly. You actually want to have creative control in both movies and TV shows. It owns everything, and you don't. And they actually have their shit together, constantly fighting each other, just to make movies or TV shows. The only problem is they're fighting them.
And Feige, which on my Feige side, screw Perma. Perma's a pretty scumbag. Anyway.
Yeah, it is that at least DC, at least everybody is together and everybody can actually work. The only problem is that how he will go about doing certain things in DC, since so much leeway. And I just don't know what will happen. Just basically the go-to guy when it comes to DC, and I'm not be damned to let somebody else take his spot. He's kind of the guy who kind of
they didn't do continuity. I like to make his own stories, and we don't know how they'll turn out. Battery.
And we know DC actually care about continuity and keeping their characters intact. So
Yeah.
How this will maybe it's just because he's had a key to the castle in Marvel, he just got lazy. There's a DC that maybe he'll actually do a good job.
Yeah.
All speculation. Another thing I would also like to see from Bendis is I will also say, what good team books do you think he can do?
Let's see. Well, I would love to see him get a shot at Birds of Prey. What?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, I said why Birds of Prey?
Well, they're street level heroes, and
That's true.
get a chance to write a group of female characters. He's written female characters before. Because he's been successful writing good, interesting female characters. Case in point, Jessica Jones.
Yes, he has actually done that. I would have him do a cosmic title just to see what happens, but instead of giving him something big, and we all know that DC is going to give him a big project to be Justice League, because we got Christopher Priest coming. Unfair to him that he doesn't get to do this, signed on to do it. To see some, I don't know, another team, like another group of heroes besides Teen Titans, but Dan Abnett is doing a great job with Titans.
Yeah,
happening.
Patrol, but Gerald Way is doing them.
Yeah, and it's part of the Young Animal imprint, so I prefer
it's part of the
stay away from that.
According to Jodie Foster, it's set in the same DC universe.
It is set in the DC universe. The thing is that, like the Young Animal imprint, I have to go look it up again because there are reviews about it. But it's basically it's like DCU stories over continuity, and I think that's great. Actually going on about it,
like when they had in Mother Panic, when they had Batwoman and for the book, they're actually wearing the current costumes.
That's what I would like to see. Is another title I would like to see him do would probably be the JSA.
That would be interesting him doing a group of Golden Age characters. As far as I know, the only Golden Age character who's kind of written is Captain America.
Creativity and continuity, I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Somebody also said, what about Blue Beetle?
Interesting idea. But I like the Blue Beetle by now.
Especially since the created by Blue Beetle.
Oh,
especially since the team was basically had to leave after issue 13.
Blue Beetle?
Yeah, Keith Giffen left after 13 issues. I have no idea why. It's like the end of the book is like, oh, we're shoving Keith Giffen out the door.
Well, maybe it's because nobody was really reading. Isn't Blue Beetle one of their lowest selling titles along with Superwoman?
I don't know if it is, but it's been. I've enjoyed the title, especially since they brought like OMAC, which was interesting that he did an interesting job with him. They have Ted Cord in the book. They brought in I'm trying to think that Atlantean sorcerer. They brought him in as a villain, which was interesting.
Atlin. I think his name is Atlin.
Yeah, they left on all new 52 Crab Blue Beetle. Thank God. We got a new.
Well, it's not everything's been retconned because out of New 52, but I was watching the weekly poll, and they said that when it comes to continuity, especially when it comes to DC, and we all know how DC loves to sometimes just reboot crap. It could be another DCU thing where stories, and it doesn't have to exactly take place in continuity.
Creativity over continuity, basically. Yeah.
Poorly that worked out when it came to DCU.
It failed.
It could actually work with Bendis.
It wasn't entirely a big failure because when it came to that particular thing, there were some good titles that were published under DCU, like Cyborg, Skyfire, Secret Six.
Yeah.
And that's about it. All the other books were all confusing, convoluted. Superman with Deep High one book, then you have Batman. Batman, which I actually went into the library.
Actually, what do you guys think about
the only title that was not one of the new #1 star with DCU that was actually doing pretty well.
I know Gotham Academy I think it was doing well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why recently they decided to end the book recently, especially since for a lot of people it was probably one of DC's best title for teens.
I know. I know we're getting a Mystic U book, which is not this weird spam comic academy. I don't know. What Mystic U is supposed to come out on DCU?
I've heard about this book, Tibia. The original plan was to have this book released with DCU, but it was never released.
So what happened? Why was it never released?
This is one of the several titles they said there was going to be announced for it, like the relaunch of Earth 2 Society as Earth 2. That was announced. Over years since Earth 2 Society ended, and there's been no new Earth 2 book.
Gee, I wonder why.
One more thing, can you check some about your mic? Nick, it's really static.
Yeah.
It's really staticky. Actually, I was saying,
I'm not sure what's going on with the mic.
I was saying, well, on a Magic title though. I haven't really seen him do much of anything with Magic.
The last time he did Magic with Dr. Strange, it was horrible. That's what I heard.
Was when he made Brother Voodoo the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
That is it.
The reason he's for stop Doctor Strange for doing it was he used black magic, and now apparently, I guess it's a shame for using black magic on somebody.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he often promoted in Short Gorath and Cedarok. So that's one of those weird things. People say that. But what other books you guys think he actually would beat?
Young Justice.
I'm trying to think because that some people say, what if he does a Young Justice title and he brings back Bart Allen, Tim Drake, and Cassandra Sanmark?
Mm-hmm.
That could actually be an interesting title.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing about the TV show coming back, Tim Drake finally back. Speaking of Tim Drake, I do want to get to Detective for a sec, but holy shit, Tim Drake finally back. Yay! And put that evil Batman, he's gone now. Or is he?
But the thing is that
he's coming back for that crossover next month.
Oh. Wait. Well, Don Troya. Speaking of Troya, don't mind me. What the hell is going on with Troya? I'm confused. Why do we have
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like, why in the world we have... I saw this list that said apparently we're having another origin story for Donna Troy. This honestly makes no sense. Especially since Meredith just gave her an origin story roughly 3 years ago.
Except people didn't like that origin story. People got pissed off at it was the major villain. But then they got rid of that.
But here's the thing. Her origin story has been told many times over the years. First time it was told in the 60s and in the 80s. And I think it was told twice in the 90s, once and at least twice in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is that nobody can actually keep up with her freaking origins
for no explained reason. And a lot of people have been telling DC,
yeah,
we don't care about her new origin story at all. We don't care. We like her the way she is. Please stop changing her every few years. It's stupid.
Stop making it a villain. Stop making it anti-power. Dawn Joy's history is like Jean Grey's history. Okay, because they are convoluted.
One of the worst changes they did with her is this ultimate version of her called Dark Angel. Remember that?
Oh yeah, when Carl was perspective. That was weird.
Yeah, that was I think John Byrne did that crap.
Wait, do you guys think he'd be clever enough to do a New Gods book?
I think so.
No, I'm trying to think. Is he? I'm trying to think who could do. Mr. Miracle is Tom King's killing Mr. Miracle. Doing great by the Allards.
Orion?
Yep.
Flash. You guys think he could be good on the Flash? We also got who's doing a great job, and I actually hope in the future he does do Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Okay, maybe I can deserve his own book. And no, I'll never call him Shazam. His name's Captain Marvel, and that's his name. Damn it! So all the people, his name's Shazam. No, you morons! It's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, get that right. Marvel. That's kind of considered to be their version of Flash's Quicksilver, but and he's bombed after 13 issues. Didn't sell too well because apparently Marvel doesn't want to do any ongoing title featuring a speed. So they only had 2 speeds have had series: Quicksilver and North Star.
Yeah, and when we get into the Quicksilver, North Star.
Yet Marvel's version of Superman, Hyperion, he got an ongoing series and it got canned after 6 issues.
What did Hyperion part of Squadron Supreme?
Oh,
is there any other good writers you think he could actually work well with? Since he's going to DC, he needs to start working well with his coworkers.
My personal opinion, you know, going to DC and read Marvel, I have a theory that maybe they're like their own character in the Dark Multiverse. Because think about it. When Metal's over, which got delayed for which really sucks. When Metal's over, I got a theory. My theory is like she's gonna create his own character, just like Danny Dude created his own character with a cowboy dude. I forget that guy's name. We got Damage, we got Assassin.
That's the only character I can think of he's ever created.
No. Danny Dude's creating a new character. We're called Whiplash. I forget the character's name.
Wait, they already have a Whiplash. DC Universe.
Oh. Is it I forget. I forget the character name. I think I showed it, this guy
like Marvel has his own version as a character called the Scarecrow. Except he's a D-list villain, except he's one of 2 characters at Marvel who's considered to be Marvel's version of the Scarecrow, and it's him and Mr. Fear from Daredevil.
So they better use any of those characters. I think they better use Marvel better use a lot of villains. I just realized that recently.
Marvel tends to do stuff like what DC does. Like, if you look at, let's say, the Lizard Killer Croc, for example. Killer Croc is technically DC's version of the Lizard. But Marvel has the Lizardman's debut 20 years before Killer Croc ever did.
That's true.
But also one other thing. Having a big group fight the main flagship team. Like, for DC, it's a secret society of supervillains. For Marvel, it's Masters of Evil.
Well, the Master of Evil, I saw a history video about that. You said Marvel better use that team anymore. So they've been useless.
Another thing I'm kind of scared is
was actually in, at the top of my head, was actually in, I believe it was Superior Spider-Man team for like 1 issue.
Oh.
Another fear I have is that if he gets a hold of Superman,
I'm
scared that he'll make Lex Luthor a villain again.
Oh dear God! If Bennett gets Superman, I'm gonna be scared. He's gonna probably screw over like particularly Lloyd and get rid of John. I don't want that. why. I love John. John is one of is a great character. The son of Superman, I can make sense.
There is a reason why I think that the DC won't allow him to get rid of John for very good reason. Dan Jurgens.
Yep. Thank you, Jurgens. And Peter DeMonte. Peter DeMonte is great John too.
Action comics. Yeah, I'm sure. Like Ben is like, yeah, I would like to get rid of John. And here comes Dan Jurgens. Was like, no, you cannot get rid of him. I created him. You're not touching John at all. You're not changing him.
We love John. Well, I love John.
I know he won't get along well with Grant Morrison because you know how particular Grant Morrison is when it comes to his works.
Yeah,
especially in his Batman run, where he brings in stuff from the Silver Age and makes it canon. Like he did that for the villain Lord Deathman, which
back.
Yeah, he's a character from the Silver Age, and he made his. And he showed up, and he brought back the Batman of all nations. It's like anything that's probably cheesy or funny that was back in the Silver Age, he makes them dark and serious in the modern age.
Yeah, I hope that he doesn't screw up. I'm going to screw over multiversity. He acknowledges that multiversity is probably one of the best things ever written for DC, but besides All-Star Superman.
When is the sequel supposed to come out for that?
Batman. Again, Nick?
When is the sequel supposed to come out for Multiversity?
It after 52 weekly series, but no, after they reintroduced the multiverse, but no Grant Morrison years to finally get the story out. Diversity by himself, long. Like
I think it was concluded. What was it like?
In 2015.
Yep.
No, I remember. Wonder Woman Earth 1 took a long time. I don't know how that happened.
What? What happened?
Here's a better idea. Oh, we're talking about Grant Morrison. About how I hope he doesn't Bendis doesn't screw over things like multiversity.
Yeah, I agree. Multiversity is awesome. Oh, by the way, I know one book Bendis could take over, and the book I say that in the Justice Street.
Let me see. Oh, JLA? No, I don't see him
No, not JLA. Justice Street. Wait, we could hit short this.
I take over the book.
Yeah, that's true.
Christopher,
this book I read. This book is so boring. Oh God, this book's so stupid.
What is Earth 1 is basically kind of like the Ultimate Universe.
Yep.
Just take over for Earth 1.
Yeah. Actually, Earth 1. The only book that can have for Earth 1 are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Titans. And I'm all the 4 books we got.
Superman,
Titans,
Wonder Woman, Teen Titans. I've heard this is more of a Green Lantern.
Yep, that's coming out next year.
It does a good job. I mean, like, it's not the best, but it's just the weakest.
It's not my favorite out of all of them.
Also, Flash, but it's been confirmed Flash is also going to get an Earth 1.
Huh. I didn't know that. Interesting. I wonder how they're going to pull that one off.
Actually, another thing I saw was, but besides that, who do you guys also think he could do for Earth 1?
Maybe Justice League for Earth 1? Okay, actually, that's not a bad idea.
I can't do Justice League because you haven't introduced everybody in the Earth 1 series.
Well,
that's true.
As far as I know, the only characters who are technically founding members of Justice League, because Cyborg is on the Titans Earth 1 book, is just Martian Manhunter and Aquaman.
Yeah, because Earth 1 is, like I said, open universe, except for DC. Because actually, Scott, DC tried to open before with All-Star. Sorry.
Wait, what happened?
Universe. You don't see Superman appearing in Earth 1, the Earth 1 version appearing in Batman Earth 1, or like they haven't really crossed over yet.
Not yet, but shit about that.
They have in
Wait, what?
Have crossed over. He was in Multiplicity.
Oh yeah, he was in Multiplicity. They did show him that. I still want that book.
Yeah, he was in the cage.
I mean,
He showed
Earth 1
the
itself,
Earth,
not what
and
the
he
other
they had
Earths,
one.
basically.
I know they showed basically Captain Carrot, Earth 22, Earth 23, Earth 20, I forget how many Earths there were.
Captain Carrot is actually
33.
Earth C.
In the Multiversity. It's now officially canon that it's just Earth 26.
Okay, so they changed it from Earth C to Earth 26. But as far as I know, there is no Earth X.
Actually, what kind of since the Dark Multiverse is going to become a thing, because Scott Snyder said just simply a story to be told. It's an open adventure to actually delve into the Dark Multiverse. Brian Michael Bendis can write a story about one of the Earths, and the story you think it will be centered around, because the Dark Multiverse, all the worst decisions that could ever be made in the Prime Multiverse, the light side multiverse, you could tell.
Yep.
Because Batman made terrible decisions, and some people think Injustice could actually be in the Dark Multiverse, which I could fully believe. Yeah, I could fully believe that.
Well, they literally imply that an Injustice series might be in the multiverse. I mean, like it wouldn't be surprised that they did be a part of the multiverse. Honestly, it's just plus if my theory on that game, on that franchise, is they might do a multiverse game, a multiverse Crisis Infinite Earth type style for the third game, but we'll see. I don't know. They could go with the Batman ending, but yeah. But I honestly honestly think we'll have to wait and see on that. But it's like, go on. You were saying.
Oh no, I was gonna say we're running low on things to talk about Bendis, so let's just switch to comics. So
actually,
I do know in the comics.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Second.
Let's go. What happened in Marvel Universe right now? Let's just switch to comics now. What happened to the Marvel in Marvel?
Not much is happening. I mean, honestly, pretty much, you have fucking Peter trying to get a job. He's fucking doing whatever, along with his. And you have the X-Men. I haven't read X-Men in a while, but last time I checked, like, we're getting another X-Men. We're getting another X-Men book, and apparently Jean is officially came back because she's the
X-Men led.
And also she looks like her. Wait, what? Oh, the check your comment box, guys, because Ren's asking you need to take a look at the comment box during the.
I didn't know if Ren wanted to be. I didn't know if Ren was free or not.
I just sent him the link.
So,
no, I'll bring him in.
Okay.
But I mean, like, not much is happening. I'm kind of like, it's kind of like, yeah, same old shit. I mean, like, nothing much is happening. I mean,
people are going back to Bugle because also Harry Osborn left them, which.
To see what's going on in Marvel, because I know there's a lot DC.
A lot of good stuff on DC, but it's like, like I was saying, it's not 800 counted with Batman, 700. I think Wonder Woman came out. That's surprising too. 800 Batman issues just on the Batman title. Fuck.
What about Action and Detective
Yeah, Action
1000?
Detective. Holy shit! Action only is my
Check the
bad.
comments last time I look. Let's look. I'm gonna check right now. They're at 900 something.
68, and and Action is like 970.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I'm probably the only thing I'm like the reason why I'll just say this. I mean, to me, out of the DC Rebirth books, it's like the only things I'm like I'm getting back in. It's like the Batman book and the Green Arrow. Like I'm want to get Green Arrow because I'm sick to death of like the only thing I'm is fucking that cunt bitch boy piece of shit version of Green Arrow. And it's just like that.
Yeah, I said by that show the better. I don't want that show, period.
Yeah, I had this idea about Barbados in Dark Knight Metal.
Oh yeah,
Rob made a
shit looks like a
Batman of the Dark Multiverse. Another idea. What if Batman, the Barbados, is actually the Spectre?
I just heard about that theory, and that theory is interesting. I think I know that would be cool, but I think I know it'll be kind of confusing because that evil Spectre, where's our Spectre? Wait.
Dark Multiverse has their own versions of people, so they have their own version of the Rock of Eternity, own version of the Spectre. I thought, what is this Barbados? Because Barbados needs Bruce Wayne. He's trying to turn him into a host. So I was thinking, what? Yeah, because he needed Batman and Superman to cross over. So I was thinking, the Spectre got corrupted by Bruce's hatred. Wayne fully took over the Spectre because we know that the Spectre needs a host at times to control the Spectre.
Wait, anything on Barbados against Batman Metal?
I don't think it's Spectre though. It'd be too obvious. It's kind of dumb they do it that way.
That's true.
Right. I don't like when DC does things predictable because it doesn't like entertain much. It kind of like runs on the concept like I had theories from Futures and that I shared with Tavia and Edgar all the time, and
yeah.
You know, they came out of nowhere, and I was right.
No, but
the Barbados thing, I was hoping maybe it is really Bruce Wayne who encountered something magical.
That would have to kind of make sense.
Yeah,
I'll just say this: Rin was definitely right on Batman Beyond. They were trying to make it canon, and it's canon. It's the future of the universe, and it makes it where it's like, okay, we know somewhat of these characters where they could go, like Damian, for example. Like I'm gonna say this right now:
read the Batman Beyond comics. You'll see why.
John to become Superman. Wait, I support that. Like
the whole what's going on with Detective Comics, I called it that the events of Future End. It's gonna alternate
with
basically the Terminator theory.
Yep, you will right about
But yeah, with Barbaros, I think it is Bruce Wayne, but it's something he probably encountered when he was back in time. It has to be something connected with that.
It's connected to Grant Morrison stuff. They get connected to Batman Lost, which.
See, that's the weird thing of Dark Knight's Metal is that from the gold and silver, bronze, and the
Modern Age,
like over the place. That some people remember Final Crisis and some don't.
Final Crisis about it. Weird. Even when I tried to read that book, I was confused and lost because I knew they were going in that book.
Blackest Night also happened.
That's true.
The Green Lantern books even talk about it.
But it did happen in Green Lantern book too. It's better though.
I think some people were infected by Manhattan, some weren't. Like all the important people had to be infected. Like the Teen Titans, they had to be infected because they're part of the. I guess what's going on in the Tomorrow Earth. Yeah, the Tomorrow Earth story that we're getting, and Nightwing is important because he's part of the Bat family and he's considered a threat.
Yep. Tim Drake.
So I'm not going to know what's going on with that, but I know Titans, Teen Titans, the entire Bat family. They don't remember all the stuff that was erased until Batman went back in time onto Earth 2 and discovered that there was multiple timelines that they were forgotten from the button
Wasn't
story.
the whole Earth 2 storyline basically retconned into Superman Reborn, and Earth 2 it didn't fit anymore because Earth 2 got blown up. Then it got rebuilt.
It got rebuilt.
The
But
original
stuff,
Earth 2.
yeah, original Earth 2 got blown up, but the new Earth 2 is something else. You know, since they ended the story of that, I don't think we're gonna find out what's gonna happen later on. Because I really want a Huntress Batwoman comic.
Maybe it can happen now.
Dick Grace's son.
I can see that.
352 still happened.
That's true.
But it's still there, but it's just these readers, you know, who are barely getting into comics don't understand what we know so far.
Speaking of New 52, right in the hours came out, ladies and gentlemen, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Harvest came back.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I want to know what happens.
Please.
He probably might. Come on, we don't know what the plans are. I mean, look at this Tomorrow story that we're gonna have. We're gonna have Superboy back.
Yep, kind of. Yeah.
But we don't know which one yet. They're teasing. People are coming up with these theories. They think it's John Allen. Like, no, it's the clone Superboy. Like, why? Because we got him. We got a sneak peek of him in Convergence, the '90s one, and people seem to dig that. But what they're probably going to do with the design is update it a bit to our time. Because, that Superboy was designed for the 90s.
From a couple of articles I've read, it's going to be the pre-Flashpoint Superboy.
Yep. I mean, the New 52 with the clone of Harvest, and that background story was completely convoluted.
Yeah, happy with the finale of Oz Effect because Superman found the prison where Mxyzptlk and Tim Drake were held at.
Even Doomsday was held in there to Joel. And damn, that was emotional. That ending broke me. I always want to say his father, but he couldn't.
The outside of the building looked almost exactly like Dr. Fate's tower in Salem.
Yeah, no, not Dr. Fate, Tower of Fate. I got my name mixed up.
Looks almost exactly like, except the top of it is missing.
Yeah, it does look like that.
I was surprised to see Mxyzptlk sell, but it's like, okay, since Superman found this place, maybe you can call Batman. It's like, hey, Batman, can you come over to this place? I think I found the place where Tim Drake was held all this time.
Yeah, that actually would be very cool to see that happen because acting detective.
It'll be cool, but the thing is, that's Superman's story. I mean, if we put Batman in there, they're gonna expect, we need more Batman. I need more Batman in this. We already have enough Batman as it is.
Bad idea.
He's doing the Dark Knight Metal. We have White Knight. We have too many.
Yeah.
More.
I'm sure he's curious about the place.
Same. I'm curious too because we've been. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh no, I was gonna say that I actually also came up with this idea that the Batman Who Laughs. I think this is both the Killing Joke and the Death in the Family style Batman.
Which one? The White Knight?
No, Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, Batman Who Laughs.
I think it's a fusion.
It might be. I've seen that. But anybody else reading White Knight?
I am. Always. That twist.
I'm actually enjoying it.
Same here.
I was skeptical about it. I was like, Joker being a good guy or what? Okay, see how this could work.
I'm trying to think.
And
the writer.
And it was emotional.
Trying to think. What's his name? Oh, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's writing it. Yeah. All right.
Oh, Timmy, have you noticed this about the next one shot for Batman Metal called Batman the Man Who Laughs?
When's that coming out?
That's what I wonder.
Batman Who Laughs comes out next week.
Sweet.
I'm gonna
the second ever one shot ever called this related to Batman because there was one release like this back in 2002, written by Ed Brubaker. The Man Who Laughs one shot, the one that basically told the people about this one, the first action between the Joker and Batman.
Huh.
Yeah, and James Tynion the Fourth is writing the Batman Who Laughs, so hopefully he knocks it out of the park.
You know, I wrote the comic this week, and damn.
I am enjoying how the writers of these one shots are getting the freedom they deserve. It's like they're going all out with it. Like I really enjoy Dawnbreaker and Red Death, and I am hoping like in the future we can get these like Elseworld stories of that.
For some people, thought it was a little short. Which one did he do?
He did the Doomsday one, the Devastator, and holy shit, Devastator was awesome.
I think I'm probably going to get the other ones once I get some more money, so that we have all the one shots.
Yeah. What I thought was amazing. This was the most interesting one shot I've ever seen. This wasn't technically, it was basically a backstory and a tie to metal. When it was the one that featured Batman as a god of war. Where he actually,
the Merciless.
The Merciless.
The meeting of this massive group of people who from various agencies. You have Steve Turner from Argus. You have you have Director Bowen from DO. I don't think I'm not sure who. Yeah, who's the head of Checkmate? It's not Mac Malone anymore because he's in jail.
I don't know because he got rid of the other king and queen, the other king and the two queens. So I think they're just vacant.
Yeah. But in the case of Mr. Bones, I know he just recently showed up in another DC book just recently. I think it was just this week. Mr. Bones just showed up. I think it was Supergirl. He just showed up recently again in Supergirl.
Okay. That should be interesting. One of my favorite tie-ins is probably the Murder Machine. That was a really good / sad backstory for that Batman.
That was Batman and Cyborg.
The Murder Machine. I think that's probably the best and saddest backstory we got. Bruce
who
was really devastated.
It crashed on me. Yeah. And what was that?
So using I volunteer
Red Death.
for writing Earth One
Grayson.
Again?
Yeah, Joshua Wilson did Red Death because it's both the art and the writing is by Howard Porter and Josh Williamson.
Wait, when? Continue?
He did the one where Batman became Mira.
What? I think that's Dan Abnett because he also does
because
I am shocked that they did over the weekend.
Who actually are doing the regular characters, except for Murder Machine. I don't think this was done by John Stampa. This was done by somebody else.
Frank Terry did Murder Machine.
Yeah, Frank Terry. This is the most recent thing I've seen him do because the last book I saw him on was Black Knight Catwoman.
Okay. Wait, when you were saying you volunteered with Grayson?
I volunteer to write Earth One Grayson if it ever happens.
Huh, that's pretty cool. I hope you get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to read volume 3 because apparently something happened in the Nightwing Must Die.
Yeah, like damn.
He had a wound because in Dark Knights they brought it up that he has a wound that was given to him by John Hurt.
AKA Dr. Death.
Simon Hurt, not John. John Hurt's the actor.
Oh.
Simon Hurt, yeah, or Black Mask.
Oh, yeah,
Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones. I found him. He's in Supergirl.
With Mogog, I think his name is. He was from the JSA. I'm not sure why that when he made his first post-watch appearance, he did it in the face of Superman, Wonder Woman. It was the oddest thing. And also that same issue showed up in Supergirl. That's when the brought back the Phantom King. It's like, okay, you bring a character who previously appeared in Superman, Batman, and another character who appeared in Superman and Wonder Woman. It's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was funny.
I'm surprised they haven't brought in the Grey Ghost
so much that Steve Orlando referenced his time in the Infinity Inc. series. He goes on a picture behind him on the wall in his office. It's his Helix costume.
Oh yeah, it is that. Huh.
That was a costume back in the 80s.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
And
so I was looking at it.
Here's something really weird. Guess which was the first comic book that featured
what?
So for
the issue of Batman, that's when they first showed up. It was Batman 596, I believe it was. That's also when they used Cameron Chase.
Also, Tim Seeley finally takes over Green Lantern in issue 35.
But
Okay, someone give me a quick breakdown on what's going on with Green Lantern, the Hal Jordan one.
Oh, Hal Jordan, yeah. Last thing I remember, during Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. That book, it's a follow-up to a two-part from Superman, where Superman contacted Hal Jordan that he ran this Sinestro.
Yep, and Parallax.
Yeah, this is the first time Sinestro's been seen since the first arc of Hal Jordan and Green Lantern Corps. It's been like a full year since he showed up when he showed up for that arc.
Yeah, because I've been slowly reading the trades to catch up on comics.
I've been reading comics online and then later on buying them trades like in the library. But trades soon. Get the next volume for Deathstroke and the next volume for Nightwing, because I had the first 2 volumes of Nightwing Rebirth.
Yep.
Yeah, I just got volume 3 of Deathstroke. I got volume 2 of New Superman. I got volume 1 of The Wildstorm, and volume 1 of American Vampire.
The thing about The Wildstorm is this is a really interesting book. Warren Ellis is doing a fantastic job with this series.
Have you guys discussed what's going to happen with Marvel and 20th Century Fox?
Oh yeah. Oh, we talked about that topic.
Disney buy them back.
Well, they may buy them back. We don't know, but I just had talked about it in my video.
Well, from what I was reading, like all the stuff and talking to people who know about big businesses and shit, I've countered that they'll own 21st Century Fox if Fox says yes, but they're not going to own the news and sports.
They're not going to own sports and news. That's true.
Here's the thing. People I know are worried about Deadpool, but Disney has made some R movies before with Tombstone Pictures.
Oh yeah,
Silent Dogma.
Yeah, I don't know. People thinking Disney is owning one kitty corporation. No, they do everything.
Yeah, they own ABC. They own ESPN.
Yeah, like
if
they were so Disney, we wouldn't have any romantic scenes in ABC stuff or Freeform. They wouldn't be playing all those weird movies.
Yeah.
Now,
I have a question about Freeform. When did they change the name from ABC Family to Freeform?
Last year.
Wait, I thought ABC Family were 2 different brands.
No.
Oh.
No. Not anymore. They changed it to Freeform.
No, ABC Family was they bought out Fox Family. ABC bought them out and changed them to ABC Family because when it was Fox Family, it was like Fox. They have Family, but when it became ABC. They gave it sort of like the logo was really bizarre. It's like you have the word family, and basically ABC is it's not the circle you normally see.
Yeah, it's something else.
It's like a corner of a rectangle with the like it's cut out like you see like some kind of I don't know, kind of like a rectangle button. That's what their logo was when they became ABC Family. That was like 10 years ago.
And then we used that Fox Kids, and then Fox Kids got bought out, and then Fox Kids got bought out, I think, by ABC. I forget.
But yeah, like I'm not worried what's gonna happen with Deadpool.
Basically, Saturday morning cartoons going downhill.
Yeah,
I'm not worried if Deadpool with Disney. I am not worried. They know that they need to see they're gonna see this as okay. This guy's a big money maker for the mature fans. We're gonna keep it the way direction it is. They don't need to worry. I don't know why people are worrying so much.
I think people were X Factor and some other.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, I was talking to my combo guy last week about this, about Deadpool. Okay, he still would have worked out as a PG-13 character. If you think about it, he still would have worked out as PG-13.
I don't know.
The rating did not, do anything to get out of the box office. It was the storytelling.
Yep.
It was the stuff that they fixed thanks to David Richard Past that the mistake Origins made.
Yep, they let go of the resistance.
They had good writers. That's the problem. Okay, it depends. It's like what my comic book writer said. My comic book guy said. Depends how you write the character. That makes it a good movie. The rating, if you notice horror films, some are PG-13. Do you see? Okay, that could have been rated R. I can see why it's PG-13. It still worked out.
You know, some other horror movies.
Here's a question for you: What was the last known horror film released under R?
Animal Creation.
Oh.
Happy Death Day. Wait, that's PG-15.
I can think of is probably Halloween 2. One.
I think about that too.
Yeah, I never think about that because it's been a while. Actually, I think the last horror movie that was rated R was Animal Creation. That movie was really good. It was a good prequel. Not a shot.
Do you think that the Halloween movie coming out next year, think that's going to be rated R?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That's going to be rated R.
I mean, because John Carpenter is going to be, composing the movie, I'm sure he has some talking to it to say, hey, no, you can't do it this way.
Okay, so yeah, but the thing about this one movie,
like I think it was yesterday, that Dana Harris is not happy that she was invited back to do this film because she's appeared in for the Halloween films, and she wasn't bad in those films. The fourth and fifth one, she also appeared in the remake as. I liked her better as Jamie Lloyd.
Hi, doggy. Personally, I mean, I'm a Halloween fan. I personally might be able to go with that party idea. But you know what? That's them talking about it. We could talk about that for days. And
yeah,
I don't want to find it.
I can tell. If you want to thank somebody, I mean, if you know this, if let's say if Marvel Studios, Marvel Studios now is doing better than they have been in the last few years.
Yeah, because they got rid of Ike Perlmutter bullshit. They split from Marvel Entertainment.
Yeah, because ever since they moved over, we would have gotten films like Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok. We would have got the quality of films that we got with those, like how awesome they are.
Spidey.
If Marvel Studios had stayed with Marvel Entertainment, Doctor Strange won.
Yeah, Doctor Strange wouldn't have been as good as it was, and Spidey might be still time Sony and their bullshit. Speaking of Sony, yeah, I got some recent news. The Venom movie still happening. It's in pre-production.
I think Marvel can make the film, but I think Sony has distribution rights.
Yeah, that's distribution. But here's the thing: though, Sony's still making a Venom movie,
right?
Why?
What?
Like, what's the of Venom movie coming out with Sony?
I'm excited for it because I've seen the behind the scenes. I want to see the suit now. Okay, here's the thing. If the suit impresses me, because the casting is good, the casting is okay, I have hopes that they learned from Marvel. If this movie
from Sony's,
the thing is,
I hope that Sony learned from the previous mistake when they had Topher Grace as Venom. You remember that?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Anyways, continuing.
One thing I hope though for Tom Hardy, I hope he bulks up because Eddie Brock is supposed to be bulky, not slim.
Well, he is kind of bulky.
Yeah, he's kind of bulky.
Yeah, he's kind of bulky. That guy's always working out. If you noticed, I mean, he was kind of buff in his Taboo show. And
with Mad Max.
Yeah.
Do you mean Topher Grace or
here's the thing though. What if how we're saying, oh, it's not part of MCU, this and that. What if they surprise us that it is with MCU?
If it is part of MCU,
like how would you feel though? They mentioned the Avengers in the movie or some kind of Easter egg.
But I have heard an article read that even Kevin Feige was surprised to this, that Venom, the Silver Sable and Black Cat movie.
Still against that movie.
So they are set. So they're the same universe. It's just happening at a different time.
That's the rumor. But for all we know, we don't know about that. That's true.
Feige himself was shocked at this. He had no idea about this at all.
Well, Sony can do whatever they want because Marvel only owns Spider-Man. Marvel only owns Spider-Man. They don't own the villains and all that. They have to get, they have to make an agreement and I guess send off royalties to Sony.
Which is kind of confusing because
not really, because it's just sharing one character. Let's just say that's like saying, okay, it's like it's like with Fox, okay? Like Fox and Warner Brothers. They get the Batman. They get the Batman name, but whatever Warner Brothers production TV company wants to use Bruce Wayne, they have to give a little fee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the licensing right. Sony still has the license rights to the characters of Spider-Man, but they're sharing half of only Spider-Man.
But they're not producing the film. It's produced under Marvel. But
yeah. But they had to agree to, okay, we can accept this casting, this story, this music, this person who's directing. They had to agree for that. But Marvel gets to,
and some people have said
produce.
That Universal still has the rights to for the Hulk film.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. According to Joe Quesada, and I think Kevin Feige said this, said rights to the Hulk, except I think Universal has the right to say no to distribution. That's the only thing.
They can't do any movies.
When it comes to Hulk.
That's the only thing they can say is no movies. You can have them in your movies, but you can't have solo movies.
Yeah, which really sucks because in Marvel, I agree with Marco on this one.
Well,
Universal.
Here's the thing, though. I don't see many Hulk movies happening that people will get entertained by it.
Well, the
only film that people really wanted to see and we got with Thor Ragnarok was a Planet Hulk movie.
That would work out. That would have worked out.
And it was awesome.
But the problem is they have to put in different characters because they don't have Silver Surfer.
Remember when you last saw the Hulk in Age of Ultron when he was going off on the Quinjet, it looked like going to the sky?
Yep.
Was going to be.
Wait, what?
You remember that one scene from Age of Ultron where it looks like Hulk was going to the sky?
Yeah, I remember.
According to an article I read, that was supposed to be outer space.
Yep.
Changed it in order to sort of not keep people's hopes up that we can't play a Hulk movie. Well, we kind of got it with Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was awesome. Wait, how you see Thor Ragnarok? I
don't mind spoilers. I'm not planning on seeing it because I'm not with the hype on it.
Oh.
I mean, I like the look. I like Jeff Goldblum, but I'm not hyped up for it.
Hulk, you remember his gladiator armor he wore in the Final Hulk story?
Yeah.
Yep.
He wears that in the movie.
Yeah, guys.
And when he's not wearing his Hulk armor, like, you know that necklace he wears?
Yeah, that's from Ultimate Hulk. I read the article with that.
Wolverine, that was great. That's a great.
Yeah, I love that Easter egg.
I wish they would. You know what? I wish they would do a movie of that.
A
live movie of it with Hugh Jackman against the Hulk. That would be amazing, and see him crawl for his life with only the upper part of his body, while his legs are 15 miles away.
Didn't I start also into Ultimate She-Hulk with Jen Foster? Not Jen Foster. What am I saying? Jennifer Walters.
It was Betty Ross.
Yeah, Betty Ross. Like, that was weird.
What can you do about it? Something related to She-Hulk in the MCU. Some people thought it basically a Netflix show, but I think kind of Netflix show for She-Hulk would be kind of expensive because you have to use a lot of CGI. Whoever actors who plays She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to have
with She-Hulk, you don't need CGI for her. Just get a tall, muscle-bound woman. Get two different actors.
Yeah,
and just
you need practical effects.
Bring in the old style like the Hulk from the 70s, 80s.
But the question is, who would play Jennifer Walters and the She-Hulk?
I want to go She-Hulk 24/7, and Jennifer Walters is just.
Well, what they could do is they do it like the whole Silver Surfer thing. They get the main actor for the outfit and all that. And then voiceover. That's all you gotta do.
I'm trying to think the actor's name.
Doug Jones and Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne voiced them.
And Lawrence Fishburne was a good casting for his voice.
Yeah, like you know that movie was completely a train wreck. I'll give it an awesome movie.
Credit for Silver Surfer's voice because he was so impressed by Doug Jones' performance as a Silver Surfer.
They can bring him back if they wanted to. I mean, Doug Jones he's aging, but he still can outdo the freaking makeup. Look at Discovery. He's on that show.
I am not watching Discovery.
He here's something you guys don't know. Do you know how many characters? Do you know how many comic book based characters Doug Jones has played?
Hellboy.
No.
Wait, not Hellboy. What am I saying? Yeah, he wasn't Hellboy.
Abe Sapien, the Silver Surfer, and Deathbolt from Arrow and Flash. He's from the comic.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know that. Interesting.
He was also the zombie in
The
Hocus
guy who
Pocus.
was Arrow's first human on the show. I think he showed up in season 3. He only popped up for one episode of that show. Then he popped up on Flash, where Captain Cole killed him. Says, "Oh, I owed him money."
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, so you're back.
Oh yeah, I've been back.
You notice,
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Deathbolt was the first character that Doug Jones has played where he'd have to put on a bunch of makeup to play him.
I don't know.
Here's something I would like to see: Kevin Smith as a clerk in the DC universe.
Yes,
That would be cool.
that'd be great.
Because he wouldn't use a Teen Time Jewish contract.
I'm surprised he wasn't in Supergirl, the episodes he directed.
I'm surprised about that too, because
That'd be cool.
good.
Yeah, I think he's direct.
Like, I want him to
Two
smoke weed
episodes
on
of
set. Like,
Supergirl.
I want him to smoke weed and have Supergirl blow it out, saying that's bad for you.
Yeah, that was
You
funny.
know, she's goody
Oh.
shoes.
Yeah.
I have heard that Kevin Smith does want to direct an episode of Arrow, but I have not heard at any point if he's going to direct an episode of Arrow at all.
I doubt it's gonna happen.
He's still in talks about it. But here's the thing. I watched Arrow for the first time yesterday, and I am happy they made Deathstroke a badass.
So
Yeah.
so they're not gonna answer. They're gonna make a full villain and not gonna turn him into a good guy.
No, this is
Wait.
about his son, Jericho.
I haven't watched.
They're doing
I haven't watched last night's Arrow yet, but I'm impressed with what Arrow's done so far over the past couple seasons. Whole thing about Wild Dog's creator.
Mm-hmm.
About how the artist who created it is not happy they changed his costume.
I don't blame my mom on his side.
Oh, well, that's too bad because it happened. It happens to every character.
Yeah, ain't advertising.
I'm pretty sure he gets a little bit of royalties. I mean,
Yeah, but
No,
according to the
one person like
article,
lawsuits.
he's very happy with the actor who's portraying Wild Dog. He's very happy with him. He loves his performance. He just didn't like the fact that they changed his costume in season 6. Because in season 5 he wore the comic book costume.
well, yeah. Well, here's the
Well,
thing.
it's kind
Though.
of weird.
Here's the thing, though. If you think about it realistically, the costume he had originally, he's gonna be facing mobsters. He's gonna be facing things that kind of
With
inhuman.
guns
He's
and stuff,
need
like-
armor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guns.
so he's gonna need armor.
I've heard some people say. I heard one person say that Wild Dog's new costume is the ripoff of Vigilante's costume.
It looks like to me a mixture of Vigilante and Red Hood, a little bit.
Yeah, but you can definitely
With
say
the dash of
yeah,
Deathstroke.
yeah, that's Wild Dog. Despite the updated costume, you can definitely say, "Yep, that's definitely Wild Dog."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do with Constantine?
Oh,
He's gonna be on Legends.
I'm happy.
The only info I've heard about Constantine Legends is that he's called to do exorcism at an asylum. That is it.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
That's true.
And we're getting an animated
I
series
love
next
it.
year, so
And
Yeah, we all
yeah,
can,
I'm looking for the animated series.
I'm with that.
I hope at some point they bring back his live action show on the CW.
here's the thing. Here's how I see it. I think what they're doing is they're bringing more hype to it to see if we really want this, and they're gonna put it on the DC streaming site. That's how
Oh
I
yeah,
see
we
it.
are
I
getting a
heard- I
streaming
heard
service.
CW
Because we're only getting one show on there, one live show on there, and it's Titans. That's it.
And Young Justice, the animated series.
That's a cartoon. I'm saying the live.
Oh, live action.
The first season is on CW Seed.
That's good. But here's my question. Here's my
One thing I
question,
hope,
though.
a lot of people hoping this as well, that the animated show continues the plot threads from the Constantine live action show.
It should, because we're supposed to get Zatanna and Dr. Fate coming in.
Yeah, we were able to get the two characters on that show.
And I think also Nick Nitro, his mentor.
And Spectre.
Because Constantine made his first appearance in this guy's comic book.
I think it was Swamp Thing.
Right
If
now,
it,
because I
Something
don't
would be
think
cool to
they can do. I think him doing it would be kind of expensive CGI for him on live action. Swamp Thing.
Yep, because that was his first appearance.
Okay, here's the thing. We already got almost all the cast of Titans. We know who the villain is. It's an agent of Trigon who's after Raven.
Yep.
What universe is this?
That's why I wonder.
That's what I'm curious about. Is it Arrow? Because if it is, then okay, I'm okay with that. But if it's a different universe, like if it's Supergirls, good. But if it's a whole nother one, I'm not gonna be happy because we got teased of Bloodhaven. We already hear so many mentions of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Here's something interesting. You know the Black Lightning show that's coming soon?
Yeah, that taking place in Detroit, I think, a different city. I forget.
In its own universe.
But it's not in the Arrowverse at all. That's why I've heard it's not set in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, it's its own universe.
Here's the thing. It is going to be Arrowverse, like Supergirl is. Like he's going to be. He said he's hoping to be a crossover event.
It's not set in the same universe as Arrow.
Yeah,
that's what they're gonna fuck up because people are gonna end up not liking the show at all unless they get impressed by it. But I don't know. I want just Static Shock on there.
Yeah, Static and Black Lightning would be awesome. Let them get Geek up on it.
Really interesting if they confirm it's set in the same universe. What if Riverdale was set in the Arrowverse?
What?
Actually, I could see that happening.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Actually, it would be.
In theory,
here's why. From what I'm seeing, they're gonna bring in Sabrina, and she's a supernatural character. And Arrow has dealing with supernatural characters before.
That's true,
so but they can't do the whole
comics. They have Josie Pussycat. They're bringing Sabrina Teenage Witch show, called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Teenage Witch. They might bring a new version of that.
But isn't that basically its own self-contained Elseworld story in the Archie universe, not canon?
Sabrina? No.
What?
It's the same universe.
No, I know it's in the same universe, but I meant the whole Sabrina the something I forget.
No, it has characters in there from the Archie comics.
Oh.
She's living in Riverdale.
I was shocked to show up. Not only the cast of Archie, Josie the Pussycats and Sabrina.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Because I'm used to, because I've seen the live action sitcom when it was played with my Melissa Joan Hart. She's a blonde.
Same.
The blonde hair.
Yep.
Well, here's the issue. Okay, here's the thing. If it doesn't connect, if it doesn't go with the Arrowverse, they can do it with Supernatural.
I can see that being the case.
I have heard from an article before the start of this current season of Arrow that Stephen Amell was happy that the Arrow's coming after Supernatural.
That's true.
That actually be nice.
Yeah, Supernatural
last longer.
Yeah, which content could rise to reach up in seasons? How many seasons are we on Supernatural? I forget.
13.
What if
Supernatural's on 13.
What's right?
Supernatural in one episode.
That would be great. That would be really cool.
It would have been awesome.
Crossover.
Now I've heard that Matt Ryan loves playing the character. He loves playing Constantine.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is he's actually reading the comics too, which is pretty cool. Like that's what I like about some of these actors. They actually dig in deep.
I have to do this soap potato.
There's this image of John Constantine, I think from an old issue of Hellblazer, where on the cover it looks like Matt Ryan on the cover.
Yeah, it does.
It's James John Teal's run. I think it's from like 220 something. If you look it up, it's like wow, it's like Matt Ryan looks exactly like whoever drew this. I'm not sure which cover it is, but I know it was an old issue of Hellblazer, and there was reviews of Constantine. He uses this very image. When he reviewed an episode of Constantine.
Speaking of Hellblazer,
yeah.
Speaking of Hellblazer, what Hellblazer now at the since Hellblazer now part of the main DC universe and since it's now Vertigo, I've been wondering about this for a while. It's very Lucifer. Can Hellblazer cross over with Lucifer, even though they're on two different networks?
Yes, it can.
In the case of Lucifer, Tevye, he is part of a universe created by Neil Gaiman with the Sandman.
Wait.
Plus, okay, here's why. Because I could edge this because I read the 89 comics recently, issues 1 through 20. from 1989 to 90. Sandman actually encounters the Lucifer we see in the comics, the blonde guy with the wings, and with Constantine. So they can cross over.
Constantine was in Vertigo before he went to DC. The same with him. I mean, Sandman was also in the prime DC universe at times.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
the 80s.
When John Constantine made his debut in Swamp Thing, Vertigo did not exist yet. It was pre-Vertigo days.
Yeah, pre-Vertigo. Mm-hmm. Like, personally, in my favorite five, Murray, I would love to come across Lucifer.
Issue number, I believe, was 27 with his debut appearance.
All that stuff.
Yep.
Because if they could do that, I want a Sandman show based on the 80s comics.
I've heard there's going to be a Sandman movie.
It's not going to work out as a movie, to be honest. It's better off as a show.
On the show? If anybody read the Lucifer comic book, the recent one, they revealed how Lucifer lost his original wings. In the original comic book, Neil Gaiman's Sandman character Morpheus ripped off his wings. On the show, it's the Lucifer, the black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer's assistant on the show. On the show, she's the one who removed his wings.
Wait, what?
Oh, his assistant.
Lucifer basically originally had his own wings. Like, if you watch the TV show Lucifer, they actually do show his actual wings.
Yeah, I think it's
on the show. They revealed his bartender, who was a black woman. I don't remember her name. Act of defiance to God. That's basically what. In the comic, it was Morpheus, aka Neil Gaiman's Sandman, who ripped off his wings.
Well, they had an encounter when one of his demons took his I think it was his not his pouch. It was his
his wife, I think,
mask.
girlfriend.
No, it was his mask.
Oh.
Because of the TV show, Lucifer in the comic book has a nightclub.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know.
Taken over by Papa Midnight.
I forget. I haven't read Lucifer comic. I said, I ain't Lucifer comics.
I gotta see how much the graphic novels are.
Yeah.
I know Mike Carey wrote the ongoing series, the first one. The second one was written by a woman.
I know Lucifer was in New 52, but then that book got canceled.
I'm surprised they didn't dye his hair.
That's what I read it too.
Yeah, he did dye his hair. Huh. But the recent Lucifer comic book that came out, that was published under Vertigo.
Oh, that was Vertigo.
Continuation of the original comic.
Yeah, it picked up where the original comic left off. At least that's what I heard.
Yeah, which I don't know if you noticed this. For the first 6 issues, Lucifer walked around in the nude for absolutely no reason.
Okay. Huh.
He's Lucifer.
In the comic book, and his girlfriend in the comic book basically was a woman who basically had a half-decayed face. She wore a mask a lot of the time, and then she got killed off toward the end of the comic book.
Oh.
The comic book ended recently after 20 issues.
What?
Well, all I know is that for being in the DC universe.
Yeah, Vertigo doing a separate line.
I would love it on the Lucifer TV show if Neil Gaiman's Sandman character showed up on the show, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't watched the show since halfway through season 1.
I haven't watched the show.
I'll look into it because I'm on season 3. I gotta catch up with season 3 of Lucifer.
Holy
shit! 19
where they did have a Battlestar Galactica alum that played his mother. It was remember that woman who always wore the blonde woman who wore a red dress in Balthazar's Visions?
Uh-huh.
5, I think it was. Tracy Helfer, I think her name was the actress's name. On the show, she plays Lucifer's mother.
I forgot the name of it.
Okay.
Watch Lucifer at all. So
yeah, I never know what that is.
I recommend it.
They basically, what they did with Lucifer is they made it into a crime drama.
Huh.
It works though.
It does?
His character is his character that you'll like. It's like you can see Constantine interact with this guy.
I would love to see that. That would be cool.
The tantrums he throws in this show, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna see Constantine.
Yeah, I see what content
I'm not sure exactly how long iZombie's gonna last for.
I don't know. Rain's not been good for that show.
I haven't heard anything about that show recently. That show, I read the comic, and the comic is weird. It's very trippy.
It was written by I think it was written by Rob Marr, I think his name is, and Mike Aldred in the artwork.
It should go Fables TV show.
Yeah, the show by Geller. Once upon a time, give me Big Wolf from Wolf Among Us. Oh, speaking of Wolf Among Us, Wolf Among Us 2 that's coming out, and
source material for Fables. Like you can do the original 150 issue comic book, which the comic is very self-contained. It doesn't cross from any other Vertigo book.
Which is a good thing.
Technically, a DC book published by Vertigo. It's its own universe that Bill Willingham basically created.
Which I'm pretty fine with that being self-contained because it had beginning, middle, and end. It had one story.
Yeah,
I support that.
I've heard next year that Vertigo is going to relaunch its line for some reason.
Actually, I would love to see American Vampire become its own thing as well.
Weren't they working on something like that?
I think they were. I forget.
I know review of the first trade of American Vampire.
I know that iVampire.
And different. American Vampire. What interests me in this series was that you had this vampire who basically, because he lives for a long time. Vampires, it basically focused their life throughout history, and the first trade had them in 1920s LA.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saw that Stephen King also for it in the first volume.
Oh, speaking of news, I completely forgot. During before after the Bendis thing happened, Hickman actually let Hickman going to go DC too.
Which one?
Was it confirmed? Was it confirmed that he's going?
Yeah, it was confirmed. Oh my God, I think. I think I got a different comment there. All right, I get you an article. Let's see.
Scott, I don't think he has a contract to Image.
Okay, here's the thing. Who would be a good casting for Morpheus, the Sandman?
I have no idea.
Neil Gaiman, because he looks like him.
I have heard that the guy who was originally doing the film, Jason Gordon-Levitt, he was going to play Morpheus.
I can see that.
Yeah, I heard about that without talk.
I see him as the short hair version of him because he's he has different designs and he's around different eras. So
yeah, write, produce, direct, and star in the movie. He was going to do like what Ben Affleck was going to do with Batman.
Yeah, until creative differences, he left the project.
Yeah. No, I think he's still on the project. I think he's on to my marriage when it does. He's basically.
But he already decided to write the script, and of course play the character. And I think he was already a producer on the film, but I believe last I heard he was in talks to direct as well. But as far as I know, I haven't heard anything. Put it on a network that I don't know has Lucifer.
Series. Wait, what? This is new.
Morpheus made his first live-action appearance on an episode of Lucifer.
He did? Huh.
He did.
Crap.
Also, kind of weird that Dream also showed up in Metal.
Yeah, he did. That's pretty cool. I love that part. Continue to party.
Paul, I believe that's the name of child or grandchild. I forget which one he was.
Oh, you mean the guy who took over Morpheus? That's Daniel Hall. He is the original Hawkman's grandson.
Wait, what? Wait, the Hawkman's grandson? How can you be the grandson of Hawkman? Oh, well, yeah, reincarnation.
his son was Hector Hall, who was one of the Dr. Fates.
And in Day of Vengeance.
Yeah, he died, and he was placed by one of the original Dr. Fate's great nephews, Kent V. Nelson. Great nephew with the current Dr. Fate, the one who had New 52, the one who had the comic series ended last year after 17 issues, the Paul Levis role.
Which I heard that series was really not that good.
It's that guy.
Honestly, I'm just glad they brought Dr. Fate back.
Found it. He's a guy McDonald Hickman often. And then yes, it's a Bleeding Cool. I know Bleeding Cool is unreliable. I don't trust me, but I think he's one of those something that could make sense. Which it is.
There's been a few comic related sites that basically have been reliable. It's reliable. Newsarama and Comic Book Resources is very reliable.
Screw Rich Johnson and his screw Rich Johnson in general.
Agreed.
An asshole on Twitter.
Who?
And he's known to blow shit.
Yep. Well, like, here's the thing, though, right? If you look at the article, it says, and I quote, "This has been worked for a long time, but Anthony John Hickman and he have been working on quit their own comics since he left Marvel, which I don't blame them because Marvel screwed over the original plan. Has been talking to DC Comics. Nature of this has been a long time in agreeing by understand whatever it would be would not be an exclusive deal. Even Hickman opened to work on other work for hire projects. Okay. As it stands, DC Comics asked Hickman to pitch several things that he has done, so they have made him an offer. He has yet to accept. But the thing for the man who has shepherded Hickman the long time from Image Comics like a bendis to join DC that feel like fate aligning. Okay. Trend product would be prior to this real. No, I can't.
Just seeing that film, that film was really good.
I didn't hear about that movie.
Actually, I would love to see Jonathan Hickman and Al Ewing try to recreate the cosmology of DC.
It would be one of Barbara Williams' best films, and he should have been nominated for an Oscar for that film.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Speaking of, if Hickman does go over to DC, I mean, if Hickman loves doing cosmic stuff,
yep.
There's a few books that he could do. New Gods.
Maybe he could do Legion superheroes.
Hickman and Al Ewing to both recreate the DC cosmology.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Because Al Ewing's wasting his time at Marvel.
I'm surprised they brought back Legion of Superheroes, their own title.
I'm surprised too. We haven't heard anybody with the superheroes since.
I thought Supergirl, bringing in Mon-El would hype that up a bit.
I know that we should be out on an appearance and with tomorrow and the crossover we're getting.
Second arc of Justice League United that Jeff Lemire did.
He did? Huh.
That was, I think that was roughly 2 years ago.
Damn time. Oh, by the way, when New Issue of Gotham City Garage came out.
Okay, I've been meaning to ask, what is that title about?
Gotham City Garage. It's an Elseworld story. Basically, think Mad Max, but with Batman.
I'm waiting for the trade to come out to get a chance to read that series.
Yeah, because I've been collecting all these trades.
I'm actually reading Gotham Garage pretty good. I'm actually enjoying the designs of these characters. That's based on a statue of Harley Quinn and the Harley.
I just got Paper Girls, the first volume, and I love it. Good job.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
and Clip artwork is amazing.
What it is? I think it's one of 2 books it currently does for Image. The other is Saga.
I haven't read Saga. I
That's
know
actually really good. I heard it's really good. My brother owns
it's really good.
Yeah, it's
I've
really
heard
good.
a rumor for the past year or 2 that there's plans to adapt that into a TV show.
I can see it work out. But what network though?
I don't know.
Which one?
No, HBO. HBO.
I think HBO or Stars would handle it good.
Yeah.
Because Stars have American
Yeah,
Gods.
About Mark Millar working with Netflix with that.
Yeah. Yeah. From what Nick said, how there's like naked women, they just showing their breasts every issue. It worked best on HBO or Stars.
I think Stars, because Stars will go all out. Like, look what they did with American Gods.
Yeah. I seen American God, and always American God is awesome.
Scott Snyder's awesome.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah, Stars and Ash versus Evil Dead. It's awesome. I love that show. I mean, it's season 3.
I haven't watched season 2 yet. I watched season 1. It was amazing. Season 2.
Okay.
Wait a minute, there's 10 issues. What?
Yep.
Holy crap! I'm behind.
Yeah, I know 10 issues.
I'm like,
got the Cindy Garage.
Because I know they're really releasing the issues. All right, I'm on issue 4. Oh, 4. Oh well.
Oh,
like Batgirl's design.
Do you know who created do you know who created Director Bones? The one who's the head of DEO and Supergirl right now?
I forget.
That was Roy Thomas and Jerry Ordway who created him.
Oh no, Grail. Wait, what?
Wait, did you guys read Wonder Woman?
I'm reading right now, and holy shit, awesome.
What?
Wait, did you guys see read Wonder Woman? See what you guys think about her brother.
You mean Jason?
Jason and Grail is also in it.
Yeah, I'm intrigued about that because why would Jason join Grail? Grail kills gods, and
no, she doesn't. She born just to kill Darkseid only.
Yeah, but now she's taking care of Darkseid, making.
War is
I wouldn't mind a one shot of her.
Hasn't killed him yet.
Mini issues.
Actually, I think we did get one shot one on one. We did tell Grail actually backstory. Actually, explain more about Grail, and actually explain it after Darkseid War.
The last time we saw Grail before this story, she was sitting butt naked in a cave.
Yep,
with Darkseid.
But then Batman got baby Darkseid in Dark Knight Metal. That was so funny. That made me laugh.
Yeah, how did he get hold of Darkseid?
You guys would love this. There was an episode of Flash. The Darkseid baby. This episode, they try to figure out who the Thinker is, and basically the master behind everything is a 4-month-old baby.
I remember that. I remember that. I
funny.
remember that part, and then Flash's like, it could happen. Guys, I love.
You got praise Flash Season 4 for doing something different. The main villain is not the Speedster.
Yeah, the Thinker.
Go to the Thinker.
Who?
The Thinker in TV show. Clifford. Clifford. He's the Thinker from the Golden Nature comics.
Huh. Okay.
But wait, we guys the show.
Yeah, go.
Is like his whole thing of sitting in that fancy chair of his.
Guy from Metron, basically.
Metron from New Gods. Like, when they take the Thinker, an interesting character, and have this look based upon Metron from New Gods.
It's a weird design choice, but you know what? It makes sense.
And plus, you actually saw him flying in the chair in the recent episode.
Yep.
I must say,
only one.
Am I the only one
funny.
who thought Kate Sackhoff looked good in black?
Yeah, so she was awesome at the I forget
the fucking hot name on that episode.
Yeah.
Her name is codename is Blacksmith. Even though she's gone by her real name on the show, I would not be surprised if Cisco called her Blacksmith because that's technically her codename in the comics.
I do like Cisco naming the villains. I like that a lot. It's pretty cool, you know. It's like Because what's could they do with Cisco? I mean, we see him in the comics. We don't see him like that kind of great character in the comics.
In the comics, Cisco is just a bland character.
Yeah, and like in the show, they made him into like this interesting, nerdy, comedic relief character who has like this cool best friendship with Barry.
Him is the fact that his costume is actually his most recent costume he wore in the comics. It's the design that who is it? I can't remember who the artist is. I don't remember who the artist was who designed his costume, but I know when he first showed up in I think it was Just Like America Volume 3, Number 2. That was his first appearance. Whoever the artist was that actually designed that costume.
I thought he got designed for his solo series, which is really not that good.
Because someone sent me the cover of the Batman: The Man Who Laughs spin-off that I can send to my friends so they can call the comic shop for me since they have a discount.
I can do that. Batman: Man Who Laughs. Yeah, Batman Who Laughs metal.
Because I soon have to get ready to go to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why we had these on the weekend. But I just wanted to talk about Bendis and
same here.
So you guys could do your outros in any order you like.
Okay. You can follow me in my YouTube tab. You follow me at my Twitter and my VidMe account. You have a VidMe account. Also follow me on Google Plus. Google Plus. I don't use that website. I only use it only for notifications. You guys can follow me on Twitch. Yeah, Twitter. I'm trying to stream on Twitch. And I think that's about it. Thank you. And the next Geek 101 on something.
You can follow me on Twitter and YouTube, Red Krypton1 on YouTube, Red Krypton on Twitter. I'm also on Twitch under Suno Kinetic. And we also Maximum Nerdum since Superior Nerdum just ended.
It did? Damn.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter and Google Plus, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nick Lenz.
Until next time, we'll see you guys right here.